can stand against that. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream where white and black children can play together, live together, grow up together. That we will judge a man on the content of his character, not the color of his skin. Now we're even judging people on the color of their party. Blue or red, blue or red, blue or red. We're talking now about appointing a Supreme Court justice on diversity. Diversity? In the Supreme Court? Diversity for what? We should have uniformity. Character. Does the person have character? What is their railroad tie? Or do they have self-reliance? Are they accountable? Will they take charge of themselves? Do they have charity, hope, intelligence? Are they hardworking? I don't care what their skin color is. I don't care what their sexual preference is. I don't think most of America does. Character. But isn't it interesting that character was one of these ties, and we were taught over a decade ago that character doesn't matter? Weakening these ties to bring us back to this track. Character doesn't matter in the European-style system. You got socialism. Character doesn't matter. Position matters. Power matters. Family matters. Not your family, my family. Kennedy kind of family. Power, control. Character does matter. We can't fix the free market system. I mean, we're wondering, what happened to the free market system? Character doesn't matter? You can't fix the free market system because the free market system isn't broken. We are. The railroad ties are. This is why faith, hope, and charity is the beginning of the answer. You and I, we have to fix us. Tonight I'm going to show you how the IMF is out there now pushing for a new global tax. The answer isn't more government. It lies closest to you, the answer. You got to make a difference in your own life. You got to commit yourself today. You got to start back with these railroad tracks because this is what they did. They got off of this and said it's not about people. It's not about a system. It's about individuals and individuals with character. You got to make a commitment. Start with this one. I'm going to be honest today in all of my business dealings. I'm going to be honest with myself, with my spouse. I'm going to get all of the lies that are in me out of me. Make that commitment. No matter what the truth is, seek the truth. I got to warn you, that's a never-ending journey. I read a great quote last night. It said, trust people who are seeking the truth. Question people who say, oh my gosh, I found it. Our understanding of the truth is ever expanding. I don't know what the truth is. I can tell you the truth that I have found, but it changes because my understanding does. Because we're expanding, we're growing, and if you're not, you're dead. Any of these politicians say, well, no, I had the same opinion in 1971. I don't want you around. You're spiritually and intellectually dead if your opinion is the same as it was in 1971. The truth is so gigantic, you can't get your arms around it. You're going to spend the rest of eternity trying to get your arms around the ultimate truth. You're going to spend your whole life trying to find it out and figure out just the truth of who you are and the power that you have as an individual. I can tell you that there are certain things that I believe. I can tell you that I think I am on the track of truth. Maybe not. Maybe a year down the road, I'm like, you know, that's a... If I would have told you 6 months ago when I first laid this out, that's the truth, that's the ultimate truth, and I'm protecting it, I'd be wrong. Because I've added more to it. I've expanded. Thank God for the Founding Fathers. It is my right to pursue the truth, and it makes me happy. Pursuit of happiness. And you know what? That pursuit is going to cause tension. Look what happened. Faith, hope, charity, self-reliance, and accountability. Then the progressives come in. What happened? Faith is replaced with social justice. Social justice replaces faith. Hope is truth. You don't have truth if you go to a doctor, he says, no, you got a little bump on your nose, it's no big deal, and it's cancer. That's not hope, that's false hope. Truth. Hope comes from the truth. What happened? This is Woodrow Wilson. His era, Social justice, the first thing, started in our churches. Take down the faith barrier. It was the biggest one. Hope comes from truth. What was the next thing he did? The 4-minute men. The 4-minute men, they were people hired by the government to go out and give speeches. Propaganda. Just right out, grab a soapbox, they give a 4-minute speech, hired by the government to change your mind. Wait until you see what we have coming up and what's happening today. Propaganda. The Nazis say that they learned propaganda from Wilson. 4-minute man. Replace the tie of hope with propaganda. Charity. Hoover. Government relief, then SSI, then the Civilian Corps, then the TVA, then the WPA, then the Department of Energy, then the EPA. They become giant, bloated railroad ties. They become socialist. And now if Obama is on this track, he's going to take the EPA and he's going to go one way. And it's going to affect you. Because that's the tie. And if it's George W. Bush, he's going to go the other way. And it's going to affect you. So half of the people are pissed off. And if we ever get a nut job in office, he can take this train and he can take you to Auschwitz. He can take you to Dachau. He can take you any place he wants. That's why we didn't have all of this stuff. That's why we haven't had death camps here. And I hope to God we never do. But all it takes is one insane leader to put us on that track. Why? Because we've given them the ties and the tracks to do it. We've disregarded the railroad, the rails of the rule of law of the Constitution and equal justice, and then taken our foundation, faith, hope, charity, self-reliance, accountability, and replaced it with structure. Socialism. It's what ties the communists and the National Socialists, the Nazis, together. They disagree with each other, but that's only because they want control, and these guys want control. It's exactly what the Daily Cost guy said. They didn't have a problem with it before because George Bush was doing it. But wait. You don't have a problem with it now. Why? Many Americans want to continue to live the lie. And this is our hardest challenge. They want to continue the lie that you can have everything. The character doesn't matter because it makes it easier. As a guy who's a recovering alcoholic, I know, man. It's a lot easier if character doesn't matter. It's a lot easier if you don't believe that you can, that debt matters. That you just rack it up and just send it off to somebody else and it doesn't matter. Getting people out of that lie is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to cause tension, struggle, but that's good. Every time, ask yourself, you've ever really struggled hard? Don't you look back at that time and say, that was the best part? Because you're growing. Violence is bad. Struggle is good. Let me tie all this together. Next. We are running so far behind tonight. I just have so much to share with you tonight. I want to talk to you. Last night we had Martin Luther King's niece on. And it was just inspiring to me. And I want to share these to you, but I want to say something to Tea Party. Tea Party, I think you're missing the boat here. You're missing the boat because nobody understands what the Tea Party is. I said it when the first time somebody said, hey, you're going to go to Tea Party. And I said, I think the Tea Parties are misguided in this one thing. Tea Party implies that it's all about taxes. I said at the time, this is over a year ago, the taxes, they haven't hit yet. But I understand what the Tea Party is going on, an out-of-control government. It was the idea that the government just doesn't care about you. Well, you know what? The Tea Party needs to focus on this, and I think because this is where America is, if you want to make a difference. Truth and justice. Truth. Just tell me the truth. You want to fundamentally transform? Great. Into what? Don't tell me hope. Don't tell me about Bill Ayers and, well, I didn't kind of know. Please. Truth. We can have a debate. I'm going to vehemently oppose. You are too. Make your case. Lincoln and Douglas. Make your case. Truth and justice. I'm not equal now to Bank of America or Goldman Sachs. Neither are you. That's not equal justice. It's the same fight that Martin Luther King was fighting. So now how did he fight? Because there